Want to see more cartoons and animations from Impound Comics? Well, we need your help. To subscribe to our Patreon, go to patreon.com/Impound Comics. That's patreon.com/Impound Comics and pick one of our monthly subscriptions to help us grow and innovate. Thank you for watching another video by Impound Comics. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
For those who already know who I am, I just want to say welcome back. And for those who don't know me yet, no worries. I'm Giovanni Grimes, son of a Mayan god, and this is my origin. 20 years ago, before I was born, my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Grimes, visited the doctor and found out they couldn't have children. And while they were sleeping, something really strange happened in their room. My father's prayers were answered, and a red spirit appeared and introduced himself as a cat, the Mayan god of tattoos. He has been searching for a family that would bring his child into the world and has finally found the right one. So he further promised my mom that she would carry and give birth to a god. The child will appear as a human, although he will only be half. My parents had no choice. They were so desperate for a child, so they accepted a cat's gift. Then a cat stretched out his hand towards my mom for a couple of seconds, and after that, he vanished. A couple of months pass and a baby boy is born into the family. And holy butterfly, isn't he the cutest thing you've ever seen? I mean, just be honest, because guess what? That's me. That's your boy Gio. That's baby Gio in the building. Sorry about that. So 5 years pass and your boy Gio is growing up fast and strong. And my parents love me, that's for certain. Okay, so remember the thing about me being the son of a Mayan god? Yeah, so it turns out I was born with superpowers, and really cool ones at that. I was in first grade, and one interesting Tuesday, I drew some shapes and they started coming out of the paper. I mean, literally came to life. And my classmates were watching. It was mind-blowing what they saw. They were like, "Whoa, how does he do that?" Also, this guy, the guy you see with a totally different facial expression, yeah, you might want to remember him later on. So when my parents came over to pick me up, my teacher reported what she saw to them, and she promised to keep it a secret. And so later on that day, my parents came to have a chat with me. They wanted me to stop showing off my powers and stop bringing things to life for the time being. They suggested I wait for a cat's return so we can find out what my powers meant. Nevertheless, I still try a lot of tricks alone in my room. This one time, I drew an actual dog and tried to make it come out alive, but instead it came out stuffed and lifeless. Well, I guess I can keep trying. I'm also capable of making them return to the paper too. But I never let my parents find out I'm still using my powers. Speaking of my parents, well, my dad just lost his job. And according to my dad, a cat hasn't answered a prayer ever since he gave them a son. Although my dad told me to never use my powers again, he told me to draw money. I did, but everything I draw glows red. About a week later, my dad got arrested. He made a bank deposit with the dollar bills he made me create, and it turns out the counterfeit bills were eventually traced back to him. 3 years later, my dad got released from prison. We reunited once again, and he promised to never leave us. He also prayed and pleaded for forgiveness from a cat. Some time passed and my mom got sick. She was diagnosed with terminal cancer and might only have a few months to live. I was only a kid. I got really scared of losing her. I even tried drawing the medicine that she needed. But who am I kidding? It doesn't work that way. But my mom promised to always be with me. And my dad? Well, he got really mad. He was so mad he cursed the cat that night. 7 weeks later, my mom passed. And while of course my dad knows he's not fully my real father, he was so angry he whispered to himself to no longer recognize me as his own son. Me on the other hand, well, I had this crazy idea. I mean, since I have powers to bring my drawings to life, I'm going to draw my mom. So later that night, I secured a wall in a well-hidden spot in the neighborhood. And right on that wall, I drew my mom.
Want to see more cartoons and animations from Impound Comics? Well, we need your help. To subscribe to our Patreon, go to patreon.com/Impound Comics. That's patreon.com/Impound Comics and pick one of our monthly subscriptions to help us grow and innovate. Thank you for watching another video by Impound Comics. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.